If you're a new mom, you are an expecting mom, you are a seasoned mom, or someone who cares for moms, or even live with a mom that just had a baby, this conversation is for you. In today's topic, we'll be talking about something many women experience after childbirth, but rarely feel safe saying it out loud, and that is isolation. Hello and welcome to today's video. My name is Adanaya Ezanaka. I'm a maternal and infant wellness coach. And before we go any further about this whole topic, I want to be clear. I want to make it clear to everyone. Isolation that mothers feel after they've had a baby, it does not always mean that they are physically alone. Sometimes some mothers can have a lot of relatives or friends or well wishers around them, but they still feel alone. Some mothers are living alone in a quiet home. Others are surrounded by maybe great grandfather, grandmother, grand auntie, relatives, yes, but they still feel unsupported, they still feel unseen, and they still feel unheard. If you ever thought, why does this feel so heavy when I'm supposed to be grateful that I just had a baby? I want you to know that this is not a season of neglect. This is not a season of saying, oh, it's out of your ignorance. This is not a season to blame yourself. This is not even a season for you to be misunderstood by anyone. This is not you failing in any way. Maternal isolation is not just about the absence of people. It's about the absence of the kind of support that you need, a tailored support to you. It's when people check on the baby. The people visit, they check on the baby, but they don't check on you. You are praised for being strong, but never asked if you're okay or actively helped when you need something. You are expected to adapt to silence, to one of the biggest transitions of any woman's life if they become a mother. In many cultures, mothers are taught to endure these things, to be resilient, to carry on, to not complain. But there's no strength that you say a mother has without it becoming a burden to her if she's not supported. No matter how strong you think you can do certain things, with time it becomes a burden to you if you're not given the support that you deserve or the support that is tailored to you at that time. Because every birth is different. Maybe your previous birth, you were supported to your capacity that you wanted. And then this birth, the same kind of people are helping you, but you don't feel you're helped. Isolation is especially difficult in early motherhood for several reasons. First, it feels like your world is suddenly becoming very small. Your days revolve around feeding, baby feeding, soothing the baby, you trying to heal and adjust to the new situation, there's a new baby, there's a new life, you're trying to adjust. Your movements become very limited. You're having sleepless nights, or even broken sleep patterns. Your sense of time changes. While the outside world continues, your life feels like is narrowed, and that can feel very disorienting. Nobody wants that. Secondly, your body is in a deep, vulnerable state. Across many cultures in the world, postpartum has always been recognized as a sacred, fragile time. A time for reset, a time for rest, a time for protection, a time for community care. But many modern mothers these days are expected to recover quickly and go back to work, function independently, ask for help sparingly because everyone expects you to be strong. This mismatch between biological needs of a woman's body and cultural expectation intensifies isolation. Thirdly, many traditional postpartum support have been lost. Some of them are due to immigration. Even if you're living in the same country, it could be because you move from one region to another region. You're no longer surrounded by your mom, your elder sisters, your cousins, relatives. Like in the African culture, the Caribbean culture, the Asian culture, even the indigenous cultures. So, migration, economic pressures, all kinds of things have caused a shift that now bears on mothers. So that if you don't get the kind of support you need, it feels like you're not doing well. That is not the case. Isolation does not look the same for every mother. For some mothers, that are like immigrant mothers raising children far away from home, far away from what they know, far away from what they are used to, what they have seen, far away from what they have experienced. Even if you've been a mom from you were a mom back home, you're used to how things work, and then you migrated to another country. It's definitely going to be different. Even though you are experienced, it will be different because you have to adapt. There's so many things that will happen in your life that bring that isolation. Also, for some moms, is the fact that they are living with multi-general households, like their family, grandfather, grandmother, grand auntie, but they still lack emotional support. you know, or maybe it is your relatives from your husband's side, and you're not very, very, very close to them. They are there to support you, but you're not very close to them. You're not very comfortable asking them for the kind of help you need. For some people, it's because they became widows after they had a baby, or they're single moms, or their partner is not there. Even they have a partner, but he's not presently there. All of that can bring loneliness and isolation to a mom, even though she has other people, but the person she needs is her spouse. That void will be there. She'll be feeling isolated. She'll be feeling like she's alone, even though she has people around her, but they are not the people she wants. They are not the tailored kind of support she wants. And for those that are expected to be strong, oh, in our family, mothers, we know how to do this, we know how to do that. It's different for everyone. Just because you're able to cope with a situation doesn't mean another mother from the same family should be able to cope with that kind of situation. And it doesn't make it seem, it doesn't mean they're failing, or they are not good mothers, or they are not doing what they're supposed to do. In some homes, there is help but no listening. In other words, there is love but no rest. Isolation can exist even in communities when the mother's identity are ignored. Her emotional and identity needs are ignored. And many mothers carry an unspoken guilt for feeling lonely when they believe they shouldn't be feeling lonely. That guilt deepens with silence. You may think it's just a 1 day thing, 2 days thing, 3 days, 1 week. The next thing you know is getting into weeks and months. How does maternal isolation present itself? Okay, there are several ways. Some of the isolation is not always tears. It's not always you seeing a mom crying. It can be sh- a mom showing irritability. She's very easily irritated by little things. Emotional numbness. She's not even reacting to anything. She's withdrawing. Like when you're talking to her, she's barely answering or responding to your conversations. She doesn't receive calls. She doesn't go messaging anyone. Even when she's messaging, she's not in tune with anything happening around her. She's feeling overwhelmed by making simple decisions. It seems like she has become indecisive automatically. No, it's just because there's a disconnect somewhere. There's something that there's a void that she needs to fill. Mentally, it can be like constant self-doubt, fear of doing it wrong. What am I doing? Am I sure I'm going to get this right? What if I do it this way? What if I say I want this kind of support and they laugh at me? What if they mock me and say, oh no, in our family we don't do this kind of thing? Losing confidence in your instincts as a mom. Spiritually, you can come like feeling disconnected from your faith, asking yourself, I'm feeling this way. My husband is supposed to be with me. He's not here. What's the use of it? Why am I praying? Why do I need to pray? I usually pray with him. You lose that feeling of praying to God because probably the person you're used to praying with is not there. No, you pray to God. You don't feel like there's a meaning to your purpose, or maybe you just have too many help that you barely have the time to hold your baby and feel like you're a mom. You're being isolated, but you don't want to talk about it because you don't want to offend anyone. And so it could also be wondering who you are becoming, feeling unsupported by life itself, you know. So as parents, friends, family members, what can we do if you have any mom that's feeling isolated around you? What can actually help? One of the things I'll suggest is or recommend is you normalize ask, asking if they need support and actively helping them. Asking if they need a particular support and actively helping them with that support. And then let them guide you on how they actually want that support. Because across cultures, Mothers were supported because it was understood. There was no need for explanation. No one thrived alone after birth. No one felt like you needed help was a big deal. The second will be prioritizing low effort connections. Try talking with adults, women like you. Find your group. Find people to talk to, even if it's two or three mothers that you take a walk with every day with your babies. You guys just take a walk, get some fresh air, and chat around things that happen in your life. That can help too. It helps you to reconnect, or connect with people that are going through pretty much the same thing that you're going through. It can also be you trusting a friend, a faith group, or a community group, or when your postpartum healthcare provider comes, or your home visits, try to communicate to them, talk to them about things that you're worried about. And if it feels like you need professional help, please get professional help. It doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. If you need professional help, really get professional help, because getting professional help means that you're getting the actual support that you need, to get off of isolation and continue to thrive and feel valid in yourself as a mother. If you're a mother experiencing isolation, or you know someone experiencing isolation as a new mom, you are not ungrateful. You are not weak. You are not responding to a lack of support that is general. You're responding to a lack of support that is not tailored to you. And if you're someone who loves a mother, your presence matters more than your advice. Not that your advice is not good, but if you visited a mom once after she had a baby, try visiting her after like 4 weeks, or in the sixth week, or in the eighth week. That the period where isolation starts creeping in. Try visiting them at that time. That's the end of this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give a follow, a subscribe, or like, share it. Thank you for being here. Until next time, please share with a mother. Thank you. My name is Adanaya Ezanaka. I'm a maternal and infant wellness coach. Until the next video.